بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Today is our Sarf or morphology second dars, and today is the intense little bit where we are actually going to discuss about the verbs and see by the end of the lesson past tense inshallah. Before we actually start, let's recall some of the definitions that we had discussed last class. Right, a quick question. What are the three different types of verbs in Arabic language?
These are the Al-Madi,
Yes, very good.
past tense, and then Madari,
Yes,
which is the present and the future, and
yeah.
then the last is the command, Amr,
Amr. Okay. The first letter of the verb is called
the Fa Kalima,
fa kalima. The second
Ain Kalima,
and the third
the Ram Kalima.
type. What does the fail ma'roof means?
That's the active,
Good. And
active,
majhul?
that's the passive,
Passive. Majhul passive means the doer of the action is not mentioned
not
in
mentioned,
the mention. It's not mentioned. And the ma'ruf, the action, the doer, the person who does the action is mentioned.
not mentioned.
Right. Now, moving on today, we will learn how to scale the verbs actually. Surf is like a formula. Like formulas we have for math, surf also has similar formulas. For past tense, the formula for the verb or the scale of the verb is fa, ain, lam. Any word I will have in the past tense, I will put on this formula, which is fa, ain, lam. And based when I apply on this formula, I will get something called root letters. So basically, to find the root letters of any word, we have in the past tense, we have to apply that verb on the formula or on the scale of fa, ain, and lam. For example, I have given here the word kataba, which is originally written as ka, ta, ba. I have just segregated each letter kataba. If I want to determine this past tense, I will determine or I will place this verb on my formula or on my scale of past tense, which is fa, ain, lam. I'll just take this one and just compare each word with the letters of the past tense as shown in the picture. Let's say, for example, if I take another word, nasara, right? If I want to know that this, what are the root words of this, I will simply take the root letters and apply on the past tense. Fa'ila. Now, this is only specific to past tense. And past tense in thalathi mujarrad. The only three root letter words, not mazid fi, which has extra root letters as well. Only three root letter words. The scale or the formula of the verb is based upon fa, ain, lam. That's easy, brother?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is like a formula to us for past tense. We'll have this always with us and we'll compare every verb which we will have to understand the root letter of that word. We will simply apply on our formula, which is fa, ain, lam. طيب. Moving forward, we have present tense now. The formula for present tense is ya, fa, no. It's still fa, ain, lam, but how do we identify a present tense, a word that is in the present tense? How do we extract the root letters from it? Remember, the present tense always has some extra letters, such as ya over here, ya, ta, alif, sin, and sofa. These letters, they appear on the present tense as an extra letter, So when we have the word, for example, here I have the word yafalu. Now, for me to understand the root letters of yafalu, I will see that this letter has a ya in it, and this is specific to present tense because in present tense these letters are extra. So I will exclude that letter, and then the remaining letters which I find will be my root letters. Now, for example, I have the word yasma'u. Yasma'u, right? When I have this verb in the form of present tense. Now, for me to extract its root letter, I will look for the extra words that they have because I only need three root letter words. And I know that ya is an extra letter that's always attached to the verb, and it always come in the beginning. It always come in the beginning. If it is coming in the middle or in the end, then it is part of the root letter. But if it is coming and all of these letters will appear in the beginning of the word or beginning of the verb. If they are in the middle or the end, they are actually part of the root letters. And I can see yeah here, it's in the beginning of the verb, and that gives me clear sign that this is not part of the root letters. So I will cancel this letter. And the remaining letters which I have, Seen, Meme, and Ain, they are my root letters. So when I go to my dictionary, which we will have a practice of how to use dictionary, when I will use my dictionary, I will not look for the word ya because this is not a part of original letters. I will straight go to the section seen and then find the word seen, meme, ain to get my meaning of my word in the past tense. And the same place where I find this word will also explain me what does that word means in the present tense. So the summary of this is in the present tense, if there is a present tense given to us, how do we extract the root letters from that present tense? So first step is we will look, this is our first step, we will look for the extra letters. And these letters always come in the beginning of the verb. We cancel out these letters, whether maybe ya, ta, alif, sin, or sofa. We cancel them out, and the remaining three letters which we require for now, we will find those, and those will be our root letters. This is a simple way of finding out the root letters of words of verbs from past tense and present tense. Any question on this, brother?
Yes. Can you
Yeah.
just give an example of a verb beginning with sofa?
All right. For example, سوف in the Quran it says كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون تعلمون. Yeah. Now, since I know that sofa is from the extra letters and it's not part of the root letters, I cancel it out. The remaining word I have is which is a different word at all, at all. It's not connected to the verb. It's if you can see there's the space in between, which is a different word in its own. And in that I have ta'lamun. I will consider this as a separate word, although they come together. But now since I'm trying to find out my root letters, like I'm doing an operation here, so I have to remove sofa because it's not part of the original letters. So, and it is also written differently separately. So I have to remove it. I have the only word left with me now at the moment is talamun. When I see the word talamun on its own, the first letter to it is ta, right? Ta. And it's also part of the extra letters. I remove it because it's extra letters. Now I have Ain, Lam, Mim, Waw, and Noon. Remember we did an exercise yesterday where Waw Noon was representing plural, where Waw and Noon was representing plurality.
Yeah, it's the second the second one.
Yesterday when we were doing exercises Muslimuna and Mu'minuna and the Waw Noon we were adding to make it plural in the state of
Yes,
Rafa.
yes.
Similarly, in the verbs also Waw and Noon represents plurality. So we see from here that this is Waw Noon coming together representing the plurality, which is also an extra words we add always to make it plural. Like in yesterday's example, we were adding Waw Noon to make it plural. Here also in the verbs, we add Waw Noon to make that verb in the form of plural, right? This is also an extra thing. We remove it also. And the only thing I'm left with the root letters is Ain, Lam, and Mim. And this will be my root letters. So if in the dictionary, if I want to find the word of ta'lamun, I need to go first to Ain, Lam, Mim. And there it is going to tell me what does the word means in past, present, and in different category of verbs or in different babs. This is a small example of Sofa ta'lamun from Surah Takathur. Right? Sofa is extra, so we remove it. And it's also in its own, but it's always combining with the verb. That's why it's an extra. It's a word in itself, but it always also comes in a combination form. And that's how it is there. Any other question in this?
So yeah, so just to confirm this, the phrase "Saufa ta'lamun." So the state of this, it's going to be present tense.
It is going to be future tense, far future. There are two type of future tense in Arabic language. Near future, far future. Near future means sometime in near, just now like this will happen. And far future means there is so much time. So Saufa is used for far future. And seen is used for near future. So seen and Saufa. Seen is used for near future and Saufa is used for far future. And rest of the ya, ta, and alif, they keep on changing and coming to represent the meaning of present tense. I have also uploaded this on the Google Classroom. I will add the link here. Probably, maybe you want to have it side by side, so maybe you can also, go through while we are practicing. Just let me post the link for you. I think that will be also helpful for you, inshallah. Just give me. I have pasted in the chat. Maybe you can open on a side, inshallah, and that can help you. It's there in the chat. طيب. Moving ahead, here is some examples or some one of the exercises we can do together, inshallah, to determine the root letters of the different verbs. A small exercise I have brought up here, and this can help you, inshallah. Maybe you can practice on this first, because surf is all about practice. The more we practice surf, the more strength we get on verbs, and it will help us in Nahu while we are trying to make sentences and analyze sentences. So the first one I have solved myself, the easy one, Nasara. It's simple. When I put this verb upon my formula, which is over here, fa'ain lam, I found out that noon, sad, ra are the root letters. But how do I understood that this is the verb, first of all? The only symptom of that is there are three fathas, or that all the letters will have harakat together. The noun does not have harakat together. There will be one word or one letter in a word which will have a sukoon. For example, the word Nuh. It is a three-letter word, but since it is a noun, that's why. How do I know it's a noun and not a verb? Because it has a sukoon in its original letters. So in the verbs, one of the way to identify is you will have the harakat in all of the three letters. You will not have a sukoon in the middle of any root letter. That's also a sign to identify the verb. So since I got this as a verb, now I am going to, and this is specific to the Madi, and it's specific to the present tense, sorry, past tense, the one that I just shared now. So when I took this same word and applied on my formula, I came to know that the root letters are Noon, Sad, Ra, where Noon is my Fa kalima because it's the first root letter, and this is Ain kalima, the second root letter, and this is Lam kalima, which is the third root letter. Now, similarly, I want you to find it out. For taftahu, what are the root letters of this verb? Taftahu is not past tense, it's present tense. Why? Because we have an, yep. Maybe you can do this, so maybe you can get a hang of it, inshallah. Yeah. تفضل. Okay, second one is fataha. Yes, that's a root letter. If I want to go to find the meaning of it in dictionary, I can just go to the fa and then find it out what does it mean. Because in the Arabic dictionary, you can only find the meaning of the words through its root letters. Type this is correct.
This one also is a noun, or is it a verb, since you have mentioned it?
Now, this one is a verb. Yeah, noon is also an extra letters. Noon is also part of the extra letters. So including ya, ta, alif, and noon. I forgot to write over there. So including ya, alif, ta, noon, seen, sawfa. These three are extra letters that are always attached to the present tense. Now, This is correct. This is fine. This is fine. This is ha. The ha. Okay. This is raqa. I also recommend you downloading the dictionary on your mobile. You'll find in App Store. The name of dictionary is Handswear. I'll just write on the chat. This is helpful since you're learning how to find root words. Handswear. That's a good dictionary. Uh, Handswear. Yeah, because now you can easily go and search the haba. It will give you the meanings automatically, and this will enhance your skills of finding meanings of the verbs quickly. Normally, some students take time to understand this, but since you quickly catch the to identify the root letters, so that's why I just tried to suggest you this one. طيب. اسمع. Hmm. أحسنت. This is also correct. سين ميم عين سامعة. Any questions on this, brother?
Uh, it's fine. It's fine.
Fine, huh? Alhamdulillah. Right, now important part of the past tense. Since we are in Thulathi Mujarrad now, we are beginning here from now. The actual journey from Thulathi Mujarrad, past tense will start from here, almost here. The Thulathi Mujarrad is divided into 6 babs or 6 categories. This is category number 1. This is category number 2. This is category number 3. Category number 4, 5, and this is 6. This is very rarely used. Very rare. Majority of the words from Thulathi Mujarrad, ulama have segregated all the Thulathi Mujarrad verbs into 6 different categories. And each verbs have its own category. How do we say Thulathi Mujarrad past tense? When we say the past tense, we also have to say the present tense of it together. Like for example here, Nasara, I will have to say together, Yansuru, to help me understand, okay, this is from that category of Bab. This is the way or the style of how Thulathi Mujarrad verbs work actually. And how did this came to existence, or why did they segregate it? Because verbs are so many, and it was hard for them to understand why the verbs keeps changing. Like for example here, Nasara, and but we change the same, see the same verb into the present tense, Yansuru. It keeps changing. And likewise for the similar word from Thulathi Mujarrad, if we see the present tense of it again changes. Yaftahu. That means the Ain kalima and the Lam kalima of here of the root letters are very different than the Ain and Lam kalima of the root letters from the first category. Right. Similarly, here, if you look at the number 4, we see that the past tense for the Thulathi Mujarrad, the present tense of it again changed. The Ain kalima of the root letter again is Kasra. And if you see here, the category number 3, the past tense and the Ain kalima of the root letter is Sami'a. It was very different to Nasara. So there is not one way in the verb of Thalathi Mujarrad that has a specific way. It keeps on changing. And this has been found the way they have listened to the Arabs and the way the Quran has used it. So that's what those scholars they have done is they have made six different categories from Thulathi Mujarrad past tense. When we say past tense, that also means the present tense together. So each word we will see the past tense and present tense, and then equally we will decide this word with along with this past tense along with the present tense. It will go to which category? Either one, two, three, four, five, or six. Now, the requirement to understand or to this verbs is we need to use them a lot, so much that we memorize it. And this comes with the practice. There is no hard, fast rule to memorize these verbs. It comes as soon as we get more familiar with the verbs and we keep on practicing them and searching the meanings through the dictionary, because when you see the word in dictionary, it will automatically tell you the present tense of it. And comparing and having both past tense and present tense, and you know that there are six different categories of verbs. You can know from which verb this word has actually derived from or is coming from. For example, this practice will help us. I've just gathered five words for practice. For example, I have the word ba'atha yab'athu. Now I need to look that this first category of the verb will be from which verb? Is it from the verb of sami'a or fataha or nasara or hasiba? So I will look at the past tense, fa kalima, ain kalima, the root letters, ola fatha. That means it gives me a possibility of 1, 2, and 4. But when I look to the present tense as well along with it, yab'athu, the fa kalima is sukoon, ain kalima has fatha, and tha kalima has dhamma. These are my root letters, ba, ain, tha. The ain kalima of my root letter has a fatha. This brings me the only option of category number 2, that this comes from the bab of fataha. Fataha yaftahu. This brings me from the category number 2. Similarly, we need to try with number 2, 3, 4, and 5 to see which bab they come from. It's a small practice. This won't be enough for now, but it is good to have a hands on it. It comes and person gets familiar with it as soon as he grasps more of verbs and he has more practice with the verbs of Thalathi Mujarrad. But this is the first step, that we need to know the category of verbs. The category of verbs in Thalathi Mujarrad are six. Number one, Nasara Yansuru. Number two, فتح يفتح. سمع يسمع. ضرب يضرب. حسب يحسب. كرم يكرم. These are the six category of verbs in Thulathi Mujarrad that we need to get familiar with. But how will we identify different verbs? That comes with the practice. I will keep mentioning this in my uh, lessons, inshallah. And with the practice, we will be able to find out. Because in the later stage, the benefit of this that each bab has its own meaning. Like for example, karuma yakrumu, all the verbs that come in the category of karuma yakrumu, they are either describing the colors or adjectives. It has some specific meaning that any verb that is coming from this bab, it will have a specific meaning. That means that particular verb is describing an adjective. So these kind of meanings of different verbs will come to know as we practice, inshallah. Now, The second one we have taraka yatruku. Taraka yatruku. Which bab will this be from? One. Ahsant. This will be from the bab nasara yansuru. If you keep on using these terms, nasara yansuru, it will help you memorize it at the same time. Then the second one, fahima yafhamu. Fahima yafhamu. Yes, three. And the fourth one, talaba yatlubu. Talaba yatlubu. Okay. And saraqa yasriqu. Mm, daraba yadribu. That's correct. This is fine. This is fine. I'll keep adding on daily basis. Inshallah, I'll try to keep adding these kinds of exercises so that you're able to understand this is coming from which category of verb. At least it will bring you through a practice, inshallah. Any questions in this?
It's okay. It's fine for now.
It's fine, right? طيب. Now, we will start today with the paradigm of the past tense in active voice. I will explain this, but this is something that you will have to memorize. And my ustad used to say that memorizing the paradigm or the conjugation of this word, it will, and this is if the niyyah is for the sake of Quran, inshallah you will get the ajr of the zikr. Why? Because you are putting yourself an effort to understand the kalam of Allah, the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it will be a little bit challenging and not demotivating, but this is something a juhud. The more a person strives, inshallah, Allah will open the way for you. And I always keep making dua for all of you who are in this course, that Allah gives you strength and istiqamah to be in this journey, inshallah. طيب. This is paradigm of past tense active voice, and I have conjugated our formula, which was fa'ain lam. I have conjugated into the past tense. All of these 14 conjugations till here, 14 of them are describing the past tense, the verbs of the simple past tense in active voice, meaning the doer of the action will be known either by a pronoun or either by a name itself. I'll read out the verb, how the past tense in Arabic work. فعل, فعل, فعلوا. This is for male. As you can see here, I have mentioned صيغة, a word form. فعل is for واحد, that means singular. مذكر, masculine. And it is for third person, غائب, third person. The meaning of this verb is he did. He did. Maybe his name is there in the text below or text before it. Then we have the second verb, فعلا. This is dual, which we call a tathniya. Then for masculine and also third person. The first three conjugation of verb is for third person masculine. It will start with singular, then dual, and then plural. And the dual meaning is they two-person and two male person did. We don't normally translate like that in English, I understand, but this is just for the sake of understanding what the verb is actually meaning from its root. That's why I just specified the word to over here. They did. In English, we have he or they. We don't have anything in between. But in Arabic, we do have something called fa'ala. That means only two people were doing or they did this kind of action or they did this kind of thing. So to specify more, I just add the word to. Then we have fa'alu, they all did. Yani all of the people that were present over there, they did. Must be more than three. That means three plus. There are three plus people here. Three plus people. Then from here, number four, I'll change the colors. فعلت, فعلتا, فعلنا, فعلنا. These are for females. So the first three verbs are specific to males. Male, male, and third person. Here from four onwards till six is for female third person. فعلت, she did. فعلتا, they two did. Yani those two female or did this action, but they are in third person. فعلنا, they all did this action, referring to the muannath female. Then from 7 till 9, from 7 till 9, here is the journey of second person. Second person masculine. فعلت, فعلت, referring to you did. You, one male person, did this action in the past. Then فعلتما, both of you, male person, did action or anything in the past. فعلتم, all of you people, more than three, masculine, you did an action in the past. Now for the second person, female. فعلتي, you, a female person, did this action in the past. فعلتما, two female, all of you two female did an action in the past. And فعلتن, all of you female did an action in the past. This starts from 10 and ends at 13. No, ends at 12. Ends at 12. And the last two are for the first person. فعلت, I did. Maybe a male person is saying this or a female person is saying this. It will be same for them. فعلت. And فعلنا, again, first person. جمع متكلم means first person. Plural, we did means all of us. Maybe it's all of them were male that did this action, or all of them were female that did this action in the past. Brother, are you there?
Yes, yes. It's a lot to take in, to be honest.
No, we are going very slow. The first thing to digest is only past tense. If you have the hang of these forms and in this conjugation, rest every other conjugation of past tense is on the same form. And this is the formula. If I take the word daraba, I will just say them same way. Is it like daraba, daraba, darabu, darabat, darabata, darabna, darabta, darabtuma, darabtum, ضربتي, ضربتما, ضربتن, ضربتو, ضربنا. I'm using the same this same paradigm. It's just I'm replacing fa ain lam with daraba, the root words. I'm just changing the root words. That's it. So once you have the hang of this, rest all is in our hand, inshallah. So I want you to memorize this first before I go ahead, because I don't want to go ahead and then what happens is that and you're not able to get the grasp of it. So if we memorize this, it will be beneficial, inshallah. I really recommend that you write it down in the best manner which helps you recall it or which helps you memorize it. If the verbal reading memorize helps you, and you can read out to me, like I'm here with you. You can read out to me. I can help you. This is the only key that we have. The only key we get it, and rest the other doors will be opened, inshallah. You can take some time, inshallah, and maybe I'm here and I can listen to you, inshallah. We don't have group, otherwise I would have added to you to some group where you could have practice with them as well. Like you could have, share the portion you have memorized. Still have time, inshallah. We can do with this, inshallah. There's more to go. Here are some words to practice. Conjugation of verbs that I wanted to practice. But this is the key first. You can take these words and practice on this paradigm, on this conjugation. Like that's possible if that's convenient for you to learn at the moment,
Yes.
right? So I'll write the word here. I'll just take the word from here. Kataba, right? You want me to write on the screen or you are going to practice on your notebook?
I will be writing it down in my notebook.
Okay, that's better because if you write in the notebook, then you can go on this slide and take one word and then just try to apply on this. This will give you a hang of it a little bit. So maybe you can write this down first, the Arabic one, and actually, if these three things are together, it will help you to remember. Third person, first masculine, then feminine, then second person masculine, then feminine, then the first person is which is I, and the last one is we. You copying from the screen or you have it's open with you?
It's open. It's open in my.
At yours, so I'll just change the screen over here to the words.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'll just keep this open. Surf is all about practice, all about practice. The more we practice, the more hang we have on it. It will help us understand the verbs in the Quran a lot better. And also to use in your daily language. Now, when I want to speak into an office or somewhere, if I say daraba or I say sami'a, that means he heard it. Or you can say in the office, sami'tu, I heard this thing. They will be like, this is exactly correct usage of verb. And many mistake, even Arabs, they do mistake in using the correct form of the verb if they don't have the background of Arabic grammar properly. طيب. You can do this and then share with me. Like I need to see like how did you do the first word kataba in this 14 paradigm, in this 14 conjugations, inshallah. Yes, brother Muhammad, any update?
I am almost there. Just a few more, the last.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Brother Majid, can I send you a picture in the WhatsApp?
Yes, whatever is convenient to inshallah. طيب كتبوا. The third one, you write it like that. كت كتبوا. Here is one. And the fourth one, كتبت. كتبت. Like that. كتبتا كتبتا كتبنا. And the sixth one, كتبنا. Yes, it is. كتبنا. Like that. Like, you got the idea, but the spelling's a little bit here and there. Then, no. Then we have كتبتا. It looks like you're adding alif with ta all the time to give the sound of ta. كتبتا. We always pronounce that with fatha. because alif ta is looking like that, which is wrong. So it is with the fatha. Again, katabta. That's number 7. Katabta. Likewise, katabtuma. Katabtuma. Katabtum. Katabtuma. Then katabtum. Katab. Katabtum. Katabti is right. Again, katabtuma. You actually like that. And katabtunna is correct. Katabtu, the 13th number. Katabtu, like that, with the dhamma on the ta. And katabna is correct. These are the few spelling mistakes, yani, kind of, that needs to be corrected. So this is fine. I think it's a good attempt. Maybe you have seen and done, which is fine. First attempt is good. This is acceptable. Uh, I'm not sure if you'll be able to do with the third one, second one, the second one, and then inshallah you can compare with the next slide, which I have prepared for from the second one. And the rest 3 you can send me tomorrow, inshallah. And there is a homework for the week as well. So just the second one, inshallah, and then we wrap up.
Oh, okay.
This is the second one. I'm here itself. I'm just going to grab water and then come back. Just look at the spellings, okay? The kata, like here you have alima, alimu. So that means with wow and then alif. Like this is spelling, small spelling things. I'll be back. I have checked this now, brother. This is all correct, mashallah. Just the only lacking is the meanings, inshallah, which you can write it later on beside it. So, alima means the translation of this or the meaning of this will be hmm? What will be the meaning of alima?
To know.
He knew. And alima we have here. Alima, he knew. Alima, they two masculine knew. Alimu, they knew. Alimat, she knew. Alimata, they two females knew. Alimna, they all female knew. And you knew, a masculine, you too, all of that. Now, task for tomorrow, inshallah, is that you need to conjugate for three words over here. Jahada, to refuse. So in the meaning it will be Jahada, he refused. Jahada, they two male refused. Like that. And Jahadu, they all refused. Referring to male. So 3, 4, and 5. Inshallah, you can send me this tomorrow uh, by writing down, and I will be taking your test on this verbal test, inshallah, the beginning of next class. Inshallah. And I really highly recommend to have two like notebooks, small, to write additional notes and to help you recall it from there. Two notes. If you are using the soft copies and presentations, it is also fine. Uh, if not, you're more convenient with the notes, then having a small notebooks will also help, inshallah. So these three words, jahada, rakaba, and la'iba, I will see it from you tomorrow, inshallah. And I have assigned um, an activity to identify verbs from the ayahs of Quran and then actually tell that either they are in the form which sigha means either they are singular, dual, masculine, first person, third person, what are they actually about. And there is a translation of that ayah also, so it will help you to find out the verbs from the ayah. That's throughout the week. So by Sunday, you can submit that one and the homework of Nahu. But tomorrow, inshallah, you can submit me this one. These three words. Jahada, Rakaba, and La'iba. The conjugation of it, the 14 forms, and with its meaning, inshallah. This will help us, inshallah, in our activities coming in Monday in Nahu class. These small verbs, inshallah. Any question from today's class?
I just need to practice a lot.
Yes, you need to practice a lot.